Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Movie Mates podcast. It's been a while. I'm your host, Josh Winling, and as always, joined by the beautiful, most illustrious man in the world, Ryan Barnes. Ryan Louise
Thank you.
Barnes.
Nope, that's not.
Lewis.
Nope.
Fucking
Thank you
close
for
enough.
that wonderful introduction, Josh. Hello.
You're welcome, Ryan. You're welcome. I'm also joined by Tanner. Mr. Hotel himself.
Hotel. Yeah. on that hotel Wi-Fi.
That's not bad. We need to get you a little portable microphone, dude, that you just hook up in your phone.
I mean, I think these earbuds are doing the trick just fine.
Yeah,
They sound pretty good.
And I'm also joined by Mr. Britain himself, Jack Black.
Oh, you didn't forget me tonight, did you?
Did I forget you the other night? I don't know.
Last night?
Shut up. No, yeah, Jack Black. All right. Yeah, you don't say anything. Fuck you. And today we are going to be going over our personal. This is not a community list. We all have our own list of the 5 most iconic moments in movie and film. This is very hard to come up with. Personally, for me, I had a bit of debate with myself, and I was thinking of just texting you guys saying like, can we just do 10? But then I think that'd take too long. So I think 5 is right. So that gives us like 20 scenes. I feel like maybe 1 or 2 of us will have the same scene, but I don't think a lot of us will have, I feel like we're having a very good variety in this.
Yeah,
Well,
I think
it's from movies and TV, right, Josh?
Yeah, exactly. I also gave myself a bonus, so.
well, I didn't do any. I didn't do TV.
I wanted to put it in. Oh,
That's
you didn't
okay,
do TV
Jack.
either? Yeah,
No.
neither did Ryan.
But I
No, I did.
I don't think I really have that iconic moments. I just have more of like what I remember as being iconic.
Yeah,
So
I
that
would
comes-
say
Yeah,
a lot of
that's
mine
fair.
are-
Yeah.
My
that's
list
fair.
probably is missing a lot
That's
of
mine
stuff.
too.
Like one of mine isn't really like it's not necessarily iconic, but like the way it was filmed was I thought was pretty iconic.
Iconic.
Yeah.
Yeah, boys. Anyone have a lot of trouble coming up there?
Yes.
I didn't have trouble finding mine. I had trouble ranking them from 1 to 5 because
Yeah, same.
I think I got mine. Yeah, that was my biggest difficulty. But other than that, yeah, everything went well for me. I don't know about you guys.
Thank you, Google.
What would we do without you?
I had a pretty good.
Top 40 best movie scenes.
Top 100, actually.
Oh, you found one.
Yeah.
Wow, all these scenes are really personal to me.
Yeah,
My-
let me
my top
start.
one's very
I'm going to
biased.
start with number 100.
I got. Yeah. Jack comes in. All right. I went above and beyond, guys. 100 scenes.
I have 1,374 scenes to go through.
Jack just has every single scene from every movie. Right. All right. Let's start from last. Oh, hi, Mark. Actually, no. Sorry, my bad. That's the same cow. There we go.
No,
Oh,
I think that
gosh,
was the
shit on
same
Twister.
one.
You got shit on. You always got
Josh,
shit
yes,
on Twister.
Josh,
I
you
knew.
gotta stop with these Twister jokes.
I fucking
No,
knew
you
as soon
don't,
as he's
yeah.
like, I have a little jokey when I was like, I swear to fucking God. If it's Twister or Halloween, I'm just gonna.
Dude, holy shit, guys. I actually had a dream I was in Halloween. I was in Halloween 2. And I was in it, but I was also watching it, and I went, wow, this is so much better than the first one. And I was like, I don't know what the fuck was happening. There was a guy,
Even if
So-
you don't think it's iconic, Josh, your dreams make it so.
dude, it was like a sitcom. It was like there was a guy named Michael Myers, and then there was the killer. But Michael Myers would walk around with his mask, but he wasn't the killer. But there's some guy that was the killer, but this other Michael Myers was just super misunderstood.
So
Yeah, a
are
lot
you
of shit
saying
was
that
happening
you
to him.
dreamed Michael Myers unmasked, so you're the only one in the world that knows what he looks like, Josh?
No, he had. Oh yeah, he did take off his mask. Yeah.
Who's under the mask?
I don't know. He was pretty good looking. I don't know who it was actually.
That's what Josh
I
goes.
don't.
Oh, I remember it was me.
Well, I mean, yeah, dude. Yeah.
It
Oh,
wouldn't
I
surprise me.
strangled a
I'm bringing out
naked
the pot film.
girl with a telephone cord. Oh my gosh, I did that. Oh my gosh.
You haven't? Anyway, so boys, who wants to start us off in this wonderful special episode of today? I will, guys. I will.
Okay.
Don't
Good,
worry.
good, Josh. Good, you go.
Don't worry. I will. We're gonna start from number 5. Mine is a very biased list. I'm gonna say my bonus at the end too. Coming out my number 5 for my iconic scenes in movie and TV, I have the Red Wedding from Game of Thrones.
Oh my
That's a good one.
god.
That is a good one.
I feel like this is a very deserving. Not only is it like one of the biggest, just fucking out of nowhere moments, unless you read the books. I didn't read the books at that time, but
I don't think you've ever read the books, Josh.
I
I think
had,
you're a lazy fuck.
I audio booked them.
Oh.
Dude, they're
Okay.
fucking good. The books are really good. But I think this movie, this scene really deserves to be here. The way it's filmed, the build up to it, because you kind of tell the whole entire time you can tell something's going on. The tension, you have like soldiers moving in, and then when Catelyn pulls the Bruce Bolton's sleeve to see chainmail, you're like, oh yeah, they're all fucked. It's all fucked. And they stab Rob's wife's stomach and kill her baby, and then kill. Oh my god, such a fucked up scene. But it is so. I caught probably the biggest scene in that show, probably the best scene in that show. They literally killed like a fucking like 4 main characters in the span of like 10 minutes, or like 5 minutes. It's just made like the cinematography, everything. It's just so Game of Thrones and so like something that could easily be put into a movie, with like, but it's like better than movies. I don't know, man. Like we're in that kind of like stage in. You kind of like the stage in time, like in film, where TV shows are better than movies because they're having production like movies now. Which, so that's why I thought Red Wedding definitely deserved to be here. That's my number 5, boys. Number 4, I have a D-Day scene from Saving Private Ryan.
Damn it.
Oh yeah, you guys picked really good scenes. Oh my gosh.
Gosh, Josh, that's my
2.
number 1.
That's your number 1.
Yeah.
Hey, don't spoil it.
Well,
I'm just joking.
what do you mean?
Fucking, I mean, come on, man. How can you not put this scene? It's just so fucking. It's the cinematography. Tom Hanks is everyone, man. That whole scene is just fucking.
Did you ever
awesome.
watch like the behind the scenes on how they filmed that?
No.
I have.
They got like real amputees for the fucking
Oh Jesus.
body parts. Yeah, dude, and it's such a big budget for all the World War II outfits that they have to get and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. A lot of work was put into that.
All right. If you guys want to talk about that more, I'm gonna move on to my next
I've
one.
never seen it.
Because that's your number 1, Tanner.
That's my number 1.
Number 3, I have What's in the Box. And,
Okay.
7.
Oh yeah.
I haven't seen that movie, but I've heard that phrase so many times that
I mean, yeah,
that makes sense.
that's- Exactly. Like everyone has heard the phrase.
But
What's
do you
in
know
the
what's
box?
in the box?
I know what's in the box.
I know what's in the box.
A dick?
I'm gonna
we
get
want
crucified
to-
right
we
now.
want-
I have no idea what you're talking about.
What?
What's in
Holy
the
shit, dude.
box?
We should do that.
You
movie
haven't
for a
seen
podcast.
Yeah,
that,
dude, that's a
like-
great movie.
It's
What's in the box? It's like Brad Pitt's most iconic scene ever.
yeah.
And like
He's like
fucking
standing in the
Kevin
middle of
Spacey.
a fucking field.
And so what's in the box? And Kevin Spacey's kind of just chilling.
Hmm.
And then
I'll look at
it's
that
like-
later.
It's called 7. Fucking, I can't. You've heard the movie 7, right?
No. Well, I've
Mm.
seen it, but like,
Mm.
I guess, yeah, this is a big one for me, I guess.
Oh, it's fucking. Oh my god, yeah. Anyway, it's one of the biggest plot twists in movies. It's one of those just coolest. Everyone knows it, dude. Everyone knows what's. Apparently not everyone, but a good majority of people know this scene, even if they haven't even seen the movie, like Jack.
Yeah.
Coming in at number 2, this is probably the most classic scene. It's Alfred Hitchcock, one of the greatest directors of all time. We have the shower scene from Psycho.
Huh.
Haven't seen that either.
That is
did-
Jamie Lee
you did-
Curtis's mom.
That is. Oh, that is, isn't it? Yeah. Wait, Jack.
Dude, no way.
Wait, Jack. Do you not know what scene we're talking about?
I don't think so.
It's like, and she's like in the shower, and she's like, oh, look it
Oh,
up.
yeah.
100% have seen it before.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It's just like a fucking, it's Alfred Hitchcock, man. Everyone knows the scene. It's so fucking, yeah, it's iconic, man. When you think of like a horror film, well, personally for me, if I think about like a horror scene, I'm thinking about like Psycho, even though it's not that scary. But it's like, it's just one of those scenes everyone knows. So I wanted to include it, even though I'm not, a big horror fan at all, or ever will be. Unless there are more some movies like Midsummer. That was a sick movie. Anyway, and coming in at #1, a very biased choice here. I Am Your Father from Star Wars Episode 5, Empire Strikes Back.
I was gonna put that in my top 5.
Me too,
It's not even
but
in my top 5.
I was thinking about it, but I figured Josh would do it.
Yeah.
I had to.
I have a scene in my top 5 that I'm surprised isn't in Josh's, which I'll get to when I do mine. But
I'll hear about it. Dude, come on, man. Who the fuck doesn't know I Am Your Father?
yeah,
But it's like, oh man, it's so fucking the greatest plot twist of all time. It wasn't even established until this movie. They had no idea he was his father in Episode 4. When I was about to say George R. R. Martin. When George Lucas knew how to make a movie, and then he made the prequels. It was a great. Sorry, I got shit on the prequels a little bit. I mean, dude, this is such an iconic scene, man, and coming from one of the biggest franchises ever, probably like top 3 biggest movie franchises of
It's
all
probably
time.
the biggest. Well,
MCU
Marvel
beats it,
now.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah, probably Marvel now. But and fucking probably the best scene from this entire unless you count fucking Vader hallway scene from Rogue One. That's badass.
That is pretty cool.
This scene is the most iconic scene, I think, from it. Or Vader's redemption. I know anything with Vader, but this is the one everyone knows, man. Everyone knows this, and it's memed on. There's many parodies made of it. South Park, Family Guy, fucking other movies.
The thing that I find
Movies
crazy
online, too.
is a lot of people remember it the wrong way, and like a lot of people
They say
believe
it's Luke.
that he says Luke before, but he doesn't.
I am your father.
And like,
doesn't say
it's
that.
so weird that so many people have thought of that.
Yeah, it's weird,
but
right?
it's wrong,
I don't
and
know how
it's
that
not that
happened.
way. Yeah,
It was like the Drake and Josh theme song,
yeah.
where everyone got that wrong. Yeah, boys, that's my top 5. I got a bonus. I had to put it in there.
jeez. Go
Say
ahead.
my name, Heisenberg. You're goddamn right. Fucking
Goddamn right.
iconic, dude. I had to put one Breaking Bad in there. Second best TV show of all. Maybe I don't know.
Probably first.
Better ending than Game
I
of Thrones,
think-
but Game of Thrones has better.
Well, I
but
think
Game of
it's better
Thrones,
than Game of Thrones.
but Game of Thrones, first 6 seasons are better than Breaking Bad.
Game of Thrones is so rocky. I think Breaking Bad is pretty
no,
good.
it's not. It's
the whole
not
way
rocky.
through.
But it's not rocky until fucking they ran out
Yeah,
of book
but
material.
Breaking Bad's good the
But,
whole
you
way
know,
through, Josh.
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong, but it's not as good as. It doesn't have a red wedding. It doesn't have a battle of the
It's not
bastards.
as
It
good
doesn't
as the
have
really
a
good
Night King.
scenes from Game
It
of
doesn't
Thrones.
have. It doesn't have a Joffrey bad
But-
guy. It
Oh
doesn't
no,
have
it doesn't
that
have a character that's fucking menacing and then dies to a little girl. No fucking way.
Dies to a
That's
little
sick.
girl. What you mean? Oh, Night King, yeah.
Yeah.
That fucking pussy. Yeah,
Yeah.
he really did die in a bad way. But he was
killed
sick.
a fucking
before-
dragon.
He,
and he killed.
exactly, bro.
Oh
he
my
was sick
God.
before that, and he even grabbed her by the neck, bro. What? Just fucking snap it, dumbass. Gotta hate. Okay, I could get into season 8 how much it pisses me off, but
Game of Thrones is always. Why is there always so much wieners? Where are the dragons?
Okay, that's South Park. Okay, you can't you can't do that.
Why is
And his wiener is floppy. Wiener. Oh, I fucking love that episode. You guys should watch. Tanner, Jack, you should watch that South Park episode. It's fucking hilarious. All right, yeah, boys, that's my top 5 plus bonus.
Yeah.
Sounds like it doesn't sound like you're clapping. It sounds like you're just like just beating
Oh.
your meat simultaneously.
Once again, Josh, why are you always talking about
Sorry, it sounds so weird.
Dick on your mind.
Jack, am I wrong? It does not
No.
sound like clapping over
That's me
this.
hitting my legs because I'm an.
Oh, see, it's not clapping.
Yeah, it's because the other hand has his controller in it.
Yeah, that's true.
All the time, boys.
It's 'cause my hand is dick in it. All right.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah. All right, who wants to go?
Oh.
Jeez.
There you go.
Jeez.
Hey, we're on something tonight. All right. Anyone, guys? Come on.
How about Jack goes?
Okay, I'll go.
Why?
I've got for like. Josh, you wanna be quiet, please?
Sorry.
Quiet in the audience, please.
Clear comes.
Quick comes. I've got for a little bit of a trying to do more. I guess it's more like most of these are underrated iconic scenes, instead of like the "I am your father" and stuff like that. So fifth, I have the line from Die Hard, "Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker."
Oh,
Because
yeah.
that's a pretty
that-
big, like, a lot of people know that line from Bruce Willis. Number 4 is the interrogation scene from The Dark Knight, which is the one that I thought Josh may have in his list, but yeah, just because of how it's put together and like the backstory behind it and how it's like all real punches and stuff like that. It's just like
Oh, the interrogation.
yeah, and how
that's a good ass.
yeah, and how it's like a whole like they've put it together well to where it's like Joker wants to be in that situation.
I want you to do it.
How much
I want you to do it. I want you to do
it makes the head off pussy.
Never start with the head. Makes a guy all fuzzy. That's better.
And
I
then
love that scene.
yeah, it's a pretty good one. Number 3, I have the scene from Jaws of I can't remember what their fucking names are.
Oh,
But
God.
the,
Dang
you're
it.
gonna need a bigger boat scene. I'm guessing this was that what you were talking about, Tanner? You're gonna need a bigger boat, which if you've watched that movie, I think that line's just gonna always like if somebody says that, you're always gonna know where that's from. And then
fucking get out of there.
number 2, I chose one that's a little out there, but I thought that it was pretty. I wanted to shine some sort of light on it. And out of all the scenes that are filmed and like the actual scene itself, I think this is one of the best MCU scenes that has ever been in a movie, and that's gonna be Killmonger's death in Black Panther. And the way they used the sunset and stuff to connect to like how Black Panther was able to like see his family with the tree and like the sunset in the background of the tree, and how Killmonger's dying to a sunset, which is like how shows that he is connected to the family in some sort of way.
Also, his really iconic line too.
I can't
So,
remember what he said.
I'm a go down like my ancestors who'd rather jump out of a boat than be like put in chains.
Yeah,
I think that's not the exact quote, but yeah.
yeah. And then number 1, I went for probably one of the most iconic MCU quotes, and that is the "I am Iron Man" scene from Iron Man 1, which
You
we
put that as number 1?
yeah, because it's like it started something that's
Jack,
way
give me a
bigger
what?
than like
Okay, that's fair.
it started something that is way bigger than fucking like Star Wars came before all this, and it became bigger than Star Wars, and it just showed like how one movie can I guess like create this whole universe with the right backing and the right writers and stuff like that.
That's fair. I'll give you that. But what's that good?
I honestly would put that above I Am Your Father. For me, at least.
Wait, which one?
I Am Iron Man.
Oh, from the end?
Yeah.
Dude, Did you know that Robert Downey Jr. hated
No,
that
from-
scene too?
No, from the original Iron Man. Oh wait.
Oh, the end of it. I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about the end of Endgame.
No. Yeah, I'm talking about
goes,
the
"I
end of Iron Man
give
1.
up." Yeah, no, that's a great scene. I
Yeah,
love that. The ending of Endgame when he does the I am Iron Man and snaps his fingers is so cringy.
That is pretty
And
cringy,
Robert
yeah.
Downey Jr. even said he's like, I wish I
What?
could redo that. Josh, have you seen that? Josh,
Yeah.
it's a
Everyone's
bad
seen
scene.
that. What the fuck?
It is a bad. It's just unfortunately.
I don't know.
on
Maybe
Robert
we'll go
Downey
over it
Jr.'s
one
part,
day.
It was a bad. Yeah, I know. Maybe
It's
it
like
was
cheesy.
a bad,
We'll go
It's
over
cheesy.
that
bad
next
line
season.
delivery. That's
It's
what it
cheesy.
was.
It's a
And he
little
didn't.
cheesy, I'll give
And
you
he
that.
didn't deliver the cheese very well. It was rotten.
He's a great actor though.
Oh,
It's
he's
because he had a
amazing.
hamburger, not a cheeseburger.
Amber.
Exactly. You need that.
An
Yeah,
cheese.
he
American
wanted a
cheeseburger.
He
He
should have
wanted that
said, "I am
cheeseburger.
Tony Stark." That might have been. I don't know. Something
Uh,
like a twist or something. I don't know. Something
Twist?
different.
Josh's favorite movie.
He should have said I'm a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude. And snapped his fingers.
Should have said, "What do you mean, you people?"
Have you seen that meme though?
Yeah.
They
I
did
have
that.
that. I have that on my phone, I think.
I love that one, bro. What's wrong with you people? What
I'll
do you
send it in the
mean,
group
you
chat.
people? Fucking love RDJ, man. All right, Jack. That's pretty lit. That's a good list. I like it.
There was an out
Right.
there one, but
I
There's
guess
There's
I'll
definitely
go
out there.
next. Since,
Yeah,
my
Tanner.
two of
stuff-
Tanner's are already gone.
since half my stuff was taken.
Hey, 2/5.
It's alright. It's alright. So yeah, my number 5 is the Jaws. We're going to need a bigger boat when he's chumming the water. Pretty much terrified a good portion of the population from going into the ocean. So,
That's true.
yep, definitely a classic scene there. Now, number 4, I have from The Green Mile, also a Tom Hanks movie, John Coffey's death.
Oh, that's a fucking good. That's so sad.
It's probably the sad. I think it's, in my opinion, it's my saddest scene.
scared of the dark.
Don't put me in the dark. I'm scared
And he
of
was
the dark.
innocent, dude.
Yeah, he was innocent.
Bullshit.
Definitely
Sad.
touches the heartstrings a little.
Does.
All right. Number 3, going to TV. Now, this may be a controversial choice, but this is from The Walking Dead. This is Glenn's death from Negan's
Oh.
bat.
Oh man, yeah.
Definitely the build-up and the cliffhanger at the end of the last season made this a huge part of it, and everyone didn't know, but they stuck to the comics, and I guess when I watched it live, it got you that like shock feeling, just like
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, where you couldn't move, like you were paralyzed. You're just like, oh, well, Jesus, you know, you wish this wasn't happening, but it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
All
yeah.
right.
That was
My number 2, which is pretty much now my new number 1, since Josh took D-Day from me. It's okay. Number 2 is iconic because it was procured from real reactions from the actors who had no idea that this was coming. I am talking about number 2, Alien, the chest burster scene.
I thought you were about to say Jenga.
Django.
When he cuts his hand accidentally, and he starts using his blood on Kerry Washington.
Oh no. But like
That's
when
great
the,
scene.
but
You
when
put that
like,
scene. That's a great scene.
but with Ridley Scott, he didn't tell the actors what was going to happen, so the reactions of the actors
I actually didn't
were
know that.
real. Yeah, it's actually
That's
real.
cool.
When the alien bursts out of the dude's chest.
Huh.
And then number 1 was Saving Private Ryan. That scene is probably the most graphic,
it's
real
Ooh,
version
that
of
scene
what
is
war film.
brutal, homie.
Just like what comes to mind for that scene in particular is when the dude is like pulling another dude who's just laying there, and then something happens, like a bomb blows up, and then he's just carrying the torso, and he doesn't realize that the dude just got blown up behind him.
I mean, that's
So-
how it was like, though, dude. That's what's so
Yeah,
cool about
it's
that scene.
that's
It's so
super
fucking real.
realistic.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's my top 5.
Loved it. Okay. Here I go. Okay.
Here I go.
Coming in at number 5, I have "Oh Captain, My Captain" from Dead Poets Society.
Oh,
Yeah, throwing it back,
okay.
boys.
That was a. Okay.
What, Josh? Have you ever
No,
seen
no,
that
no.
movie? No, because you're an uncultured piece of
I
shit.
haven't seen the movie. I know what you're talking about though.
It's when they all stand on their desks when he's about to lose his job because they all loved him as a teacher, and they go, "Captain, my captain," and the whole class does it, and he tears up, and you and the audience tear up.
That's probably what it is, dude.
Coming in at number 4, we got a Django scene. It is "I Like the Way You Die, Boy." Shoots the guy with the whip. He's about to whip one of the slaves, and he just brings out that pistol. Pow! I like the way you die, boy.
Dude, that movie's so good.
I'm surprised. Is that the only Quentin Tarantino?
Quentin Tarantino. Dude, I was gonna put some, and I'm just like, fuck,
Because
it's
Quentin
so hard.
Tarantino has such good scenes, but they don't. The movies that we're choosing from, the scenes we're choosing are the only thing from that movie, pretty much. But Quentin Tarantino's movies as a whole.
Saving Private Ryan.
There was another scene I wanted to
I haven't
pick
seen
from
that
Django.
though,
No,
so
no, no,
I
no,
can't
no.
say anything about
You
it.
ever see Saving Private Ryan?
Josh, I don't
Oh
watch
my-
movies. We know this.
Oh, we need to watch that.
We need to
It's
watch
so
it.
good.
Hey, season 2,
It's
boys.
so
season
good.
2. Let's keep an open mind here.
We'll talk about it.
Coming in at number 3, we got you get what you fucking deserve, Joker.
Oh!
Yeah, dude, that scene was pretty shocking in the theater. Not gonna lie.
It was, dude. It was so good.
Just pops
Yeah.
Robert De Niro's head.
I didn't even think of that.
I didn't
Probably
either,
because it's
man.
really new. And
It's
recent.
really new, but it's so.
That is
Oh, that
very
was a good
yeah.
scene. Very good
He's
scene.
got a good one there.
Coming in at number 2 is like, "What's up, danger?" And Miles Morales
Ah!
dives off a building. He becomes Spider-Man.
What's up, Danger?
what's
Such
up,
a
Danger?
good fuck, dude. That movie's so. That's probably my top 3 superheroes.
Is that Into the Spider-Verse?
I still haven't fucking seen it.
I still haven't seen it either.
You haven't seen that? Oh my god! I showed a bunch of people tripping on acid that, and they
Yeah, it was
blew
fun.
their mind.
Because it's fun. It's colorful.
It's so fun. It's such a good ass. Oh my god, guys! You,
So a lot of these honestly aren't in any particular order. So coming in at number 1, I have Ip Man versus 10 Black Belts.
No.
oh my god. That's fair. This is fucking fun. That was a cool
Yeah.
ass scene.
Just shreds these boys.
That was cool. I'll do that.
And I also have a bonus.
Yeah. What's your bonus?
I am the one who knocks. I love that speech. I think that is some of the best line delivery I've ever seen in my life.
He's so good.
So good, dude. Bryan Cranston just
I love
blew
Bryan
my mind in
Cranston.
that scene.
And then I was so excited to go see him in Godzilla, and then realized that he dies in the first like 20 minutes of Godzilla. And I was
Oh,
so
really? I
pissed.
didn't know that. I haven't seen Godzilla.
Oh, I watched that movie. I barely remember what the plot. I don't know what the
I
plot
barely
is.
remember it too. I just remember it's like, I'm like, oh yeah, new Godzillas. They look really cool. Bryan Cranston's in it, and this was when he was hot on Breaking Bad. I'm like, bro, this is gonna be so good. And then he dies in
Then
the
he
first
dies.
like 15 minutes, and I'm like, really? And then you're left with like, I forgot his fucking name. Someone who's not Bryan Cranston.
Josh, a guy opens his door and gets shot, and you think that of me? I am
I
the
am
one
the
who
one
knocks.
who knocks.
Oh,
that-
I want to go watch that right now.
Say my.
Are we done yet? No, I'm just kidding.
No, I'm not done for a while. All right, boys, let's do a little any
Honorable
critis-
mentions.
I think
Oh.
we should do some criticisms of each other's lists.
I think we should eventually do other honorable mentions though.
Criticisms? That's negative energy.
Hey,
don't want
criticism.
that.
No,
The
criticism
Walking
is,
Dead was the Walking
criticism is a
Dead
part
scene.
of life.
Yes, Tanner, the Walking Dead
Yes.
scene. That scene was really good.
Okay.
The only problem was I feel like
You don't
the
like Walking Dead.
I did like the Walking Dead, but I feel like it was on it was more toward a downward spiral after that scene.
Okay.
How does
Yes,
that change
but-
the scene though?
Yeah,
That
well,
doesn't
it's
make
just-
it not
not
iconic. It
what
makes it
it is.
iconic
It's
because it
about the
made
show.
after that it's just shit.
I liked that scene because that scene was, I remember watching it. It was super shocking. I was like, fuck, and that was really graphic too.
Yeah.
eyeballs like coming out. I was like, ugh, gross. And then Ginger guy died too.
Abraham.
Abraham. Yeah. But no one mentions that.
He's in Band of Brothers. I was about to say.
He is.
Saving Private
Oh,
Ryan,
Band of Brothers is so good,
but so good.
dude. Fucking
What's
dude
the
from,
criticism?
that movie's shit after that series is shit after
Oh.
that scene.
Oh, so it doesn't really matter. Okay.
It throws it off for me.
Yeah. So it doesn't.
No,
Yeah, it's not even. a
it doesn't
criticism,
matter. It
Josh.
doesn't matter. It's a good scene though. Okay, but
God.
I am Iron Man.
Yeah.
Okay, my list. I didn't really put in 1 to 5. Because I
Effort.
just.
No, I'm joking.
Nobody else has any criticisms for anybody else. This is just Josh
Yeah,
wanting
Josh.
to.
Yeah.
Josh is just a
I'm-
dick.
I
don't have
I
any
want
criticism.
I want some.
Josh's
I want some
criticism.
content. I want some content.
That Iron
Alright.
Man. I mean,
Diss tracks.
I want some. Yeah, dude. I'm beefing, bro. No, that Iron Man is iconic, but I do not feel like it is up there with a lot of scenes.
translation,
like-
Jack.
it's-
Your opinion sucks.
No,
That's,
no.
yeah,
It's-
no, I get it. Last night he completely
no.
forgot about me, and then now
I did not
it's
forget
just-
about you, Jack.
Uh-huh.
All right, that scene is iconic in the MCU, but
Okay.
in superhero movies and stuff like that. But I feel like when we're looking at, a scene like Saving Private Ryan and D-Day, fucking, I forgot everyone. Just kidding. Like, what's in the box? Like even like the Red Wedding stuff, stuff like that. That scene isn't as big for me. That's for me. That's my opinion, Jack. I'm not saying your opinion is bad. This is my opinion. Alright?
But basically,
But-
he is
So
saying you're
basically,
bad.
your opinion is stupid, and I hate it.
Alright, I'm done giving no criticisms.
Good.
I don't have any
any
criticism. No,
for
neither
anybody
do I.
because like I liked all the scenes everyone gave.
Everybody has their own opinion.
You're a dick.
Wow.
What are your criticisms?
Oh. You want to do criticisms, Josh? This is what you get.
So just ripping my whole life apart.
Oh, like you
No,
tried to do to us just now?
I was saying the same, dude.
I have a criticism to give. Don't steal my stuff.
Don't
I
be-
was
Oh.
amped
That's
on
not a
stuff.
criticism. That's not a criticism.
I didn't steal any of Tanner's
That's
scenes.
just
Yes,
that's
Ryan,
that's
you
just
are
jealousy.
amazing.
You should
Oh,
have
you
gone
mean Jack
first.
both did.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
you should've gone
it's just
first.
I've had this list finalized for a week, and 2 of them
I've
just
had
got
mine.
taken.
Yeah, I
my
did
top,
mine
my,
3
my
hours
top
ago.
1 and my 5.
I'm not my
I did mine while you guys were talking.
We put a lot of effort into these podcasts.
Are there any other scenes that you wanted to put on any list, or anything that you think of now that you could have thought of?
I think
For me-
When,
Or
oh,
go ahead. John.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was just thinking. I really enjoy the Harry Potter Deathly Hallows Part 2 Snape's recollection, even though it's in a book and you saw it coming.
So good.
It's definitely a satisfying scene to know that through all the years, 10 years in movie making, that just to see the huge character arc that's shown in that 5 minutes of explanation, that kind of just makes everything so satisfying.
I really
That's-
like the Harry Potter scene in like the last movie when Harry Potter is acting like he's dead, and then boom, he's alive.
Yeah.
It's the final Horcrux, bro.
Yeah. The snake and Neville got his big break.
I know, fucking Neville, dude. I would put like fucking so many scenes from Pulp Fiction. Fucking
Oh,
Zed's
dude.
dead. Zed's dead, baby.
Oh my god, we could have like. Never mind.
We have
I'm
our
gonna
whole
save
Quentin
this suggestion.
Tarantino, bro.
That's what I was gonna say.
I have fucking so many fucking one of the greatest acted scenes ever of Leonardo DiCaprio cutting his hand and eating 9 stitches or something like that, but just keeps going on in the scene and fucking smears blood on Kerry Washington, and her reaction is so fucking genuine and horrifying, and you're like, oh, that's nasty. But he's oh man, that whole entire scene is so good. It's so tense.
I watched Django just the other night, It's so good, dude.
Oh, it is so good.
What a great way of storytelling and characters. Oh my gosh.
It's just like the fucking the whole movie is it's a slave who gets freed and goes around and hunts white people. It's great. It's like that's such a great fucking. It's Quentin Tarantino's and Jamie
Foxx.
Jamie Lee Fox. Sorry, you got Jamie
I
Lee
think.
Curtis.
Did you see that Jamie Foxx is gonna be Mike Tyson? in an
I
upcoming-
did.
Yeah. And
That's
I
gonna be
think
so
about it,
good.
I'm all like, yeah, he could really pull Mike Tyson off.
You better get the
He
lisp
kinda looks
down.
like him. Yeah, he's got to
Yeah,
get the
you gotta
list.
get the lisp.
He could do it.
Dude,
I'm Mike Tyson from my dad.
Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson.
I want to
Tyson.
wag my balls across your grade.
I wish
Have you
I
seen
want you
that?
guys to watch the other Hitman movies because Mike Tyson is in the third one. And he
I
speaks,
did.
He's, oh, did you?
I did. I binged all 4 of them.
Yeah.
I know the last one he'd actually speak in English. I saw some clips.
Well, he speaks Chinese. and English in
Whoa!
the third
Is that Captain Price? Oh no, that was.
one. No. Silly. You're so silly.
You're so silly. Oh my
Captain
god.
Price.
Captain Price. That was sick. All right, boys. Yeah. Anything else we want to put in some honorable mentions?
I'm the king of the world, Titanic, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Dude,
I
someone
had
named
that.
it
I had
DiCaprio.
that too.
Woo, woo, woo! I love that scene. Y'all see Titanic?
Yes.
Oh, of course.
PG-13
no?
boobs.
Who said no?
Jack.
No. I said yes.
Jack.
I've seen it.
I'm
I want you
joking.
to paint me like one of your French girls.
Yeah, she gets naked in a PG-13 movie, dude.
Yeah, you see a little bit of side boob nipple action.
You see some babe, dude. Some big babe. The door scene from Titanic. You know, because
Door?
that fucking bitch had so much room on there.
The door.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Maybe if she
Toilet?
closed her legs for once, she had enough room.
Whoa!
What? Oh no! It's the floating on the door.
I know.
And
I
she,
know.
and she's like, "There's not enough room for me, bitch. There's so much room."
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
There's one part that I look forward to in that movie, and that's when the dude, the ship's sinking, and like the passenger falls and hits a rail and bounces into the water, or bounces off the propeller. I'm like,
Oh
I
yeah.
just love that scene.
It's so
I
out
love
of
that.
nowhere. No Place Like Home, Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
I saw
No,
that one.
please, that
Yeah.
one.
That's very iconic.
How about the end of Toy Story 3?
Oh my god. I haven't seen Toy Story 4
I
yet.
was gonna do you are a
A
Toy!
Yeah. I had. Yeah.
Oh, the quote is, "Death is better than bondage" from Black Panther. Sorry.
Spaghetti scene from Lady and the Tramp.
No racial. Black Panther wasn't that good.
You were the chosen one.
It really isn't that good.
You were my
He said he would
brother.
destroy-
Destroy the Sith.
Oh,
not
this
join
would've been
them.
Such a good scene.
What about the
phone home?
Yeah, E.T. phone home.
Guys, I think the ending of Rise of Skywalker was the greatest scene in cinema history.
Tenet left.
Oh my god.
I also have the Indiana Jones golden head booby trap scene.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
The Welcome to Jurassic Park scene,
Oh.
and the
That's a good one.
what's the scene? Crazy son of a bitch, you did it, or something like that.
Oh, you crazy son of a bitch! Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Mufasa's death.
Well,
Yeah, Mufasa's
Good
dead.
one.
Fuck, I would have put that number one if I fucking remembered. I actually
Anyone
would
know
have put
this
that
one?
number one.
Anyone know this one? Hello, Clarice.
That's Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah,
No.
Silence of the Lambs.
You
Fucking
Shall
great
Not
movies.
Pass from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh, movies are amazing. Let's just say that, bro.
Movies are amazing, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking Frankenstein from Frankenstein.
Yeah.
First see
It's Frankenstein.
him.
That's an old movie.
Fucking-
I think my favorite scene, which I forgot about and should have put number one, is from Ginger Dead Man. I ain't no Pillsbury doughboy. I'm your Pillsbury
What?
fuckboy.
Iconic.
Anything from Evil
or,
Bong, Josh?
Yeah.
Bong.
I gotta take Shamu back to Waterworld.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I just can't help my sexual urges.
Makes me
What's
pounce
this
like a
green
cougar.
stuff? Mold?
Work with
I
that.
can work
Dude,
with that.
So many quotable stuff.
They
in
have
those
so
movies.
much funny things. And then
Uh,
Ginger Dead Man 3, I think, or 2, is on a movie set, and Ginger Dead Man sticking his dick through a wall, and a woman that's getting fucked in the bathroom, it bites his dick off, and he goes, "Hey, that doesn't grow back." Those movies are so shit, but so funny at the same time.
I would kind of want to put oh fuck. I want to put the scene from Tropic Thunder when it's just him and when it's Ben Stiller running across the bridge with the kid stabbing him in the back. He just yeets him into the water. I'll never forget that scene.
Suck my unit.
Dude, that's probably one.
Have you guys seen how people have just now been up in arms about
Oh, yeah,
Robert
it's
Downey Jr.
so
going in
dumb.
blackface?
Mhm.
So dumb, man. Like, honestly, what? Shut up. God, I hate snowflakes, man.
Ooh,
He did that so long
Braveheart
ago.
Freedom.
Oh my god. And he dies.
I think we should have done top 10. I think we should have done. I think we should have done a top 10.
I would have totally put fucking.
There probably would have been a lot of duplicates, but at least there would have been a little bit more.
Bro, I would have put a fucking Pulp Fiction, Samuel L. Jackson quoting the Bible scripture. Oh, that's so good. That's even in fucking. That's in Marvel.
Hmm?
You guys know that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fun fact. It's on his grave in the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's just. That's so great. Yeah, boys. I think that's. I
Yeah.
think that's it then.
Yeah,
Cool.
love it.
We had some energy this podcast. That was fun.
Yeah, Josh shit on all of our hopes and dreams.
Yeah.
I did not, dude. I criticized two things. One, because The Walking Dead turned shit after after the fucking prison.
Okay. So Star Wars turned shit after episode 7.
After
Does that discredit that scene in episode 5, Josh?
I mean, technically, after the Red Wedding, Game of Thrones got worse.
40 years.
Yeah, technically after Red Wedding, Game of Thrones got worse.
What, bro? You got the
Jackson's
Battle of the
true.
Bastards. You got
Yeah, I know.
What?
Yeah, I know, but the whole of season 8 is after the Red Wedding.
Yeah, so
Alright,
your
bitch,
point
that's
is
not
now
like that.
finalized.
All right, boys. I think we have to end this podcast.
Yeah.
We didn't even mention fucking Scarface. We didn't even mention Godfather. There's so many.
That should have been top 10. Yeah, we should have done top 10.
Probably. Fucking E.T. So many, dude. Alright. Frankly, I don't give a damn. That's a great
Frankly,
one.
my dear, I don't give a
I
damn.
don't give a damn. Alright,
Josh.
I would have put the scene from Afterlife. Little ginger kid in front of the school. Even if I was a Peter, you'd be safe, you fat little ginger cunt.
boys. That was great. Alright, boys. Yeah.
Alright, boys.
That's gonna do it from us as our top 5 personal list of the most iconic moments in movie and TV. Thank you guys so much. We're gonna have season 2 of Movie Mates coming out very soon, hopefully, maybe.
And a Star Wars Clone Wars at some point. Maybe.
We should do that. We should probably just
Maybe.
do that. Should probably just do that. I don't want Ryan isn't gonna watch it. Not this Ryan, other Ryan.
Yeah.
Michael.
Special guest Michael.
Yeah. All right, yeah, boys. Everyone, thank you so much for listening. As always, have a wonderful week, day, month, and year. Peace.
Peace.
See it.